back on a familiar site. There's the garage that we had moved from over there. Looking good, fit on there perfectly. He's still got to get his siding and all that to match the house. We're here to install the lawn. Got the Harley rake and tilt attachment on the bucket. Gonna take all these loose rocks, scoop them up, throw them in the woods, hit it with the Harley rake to prep the soil real quick, get everything graded. But that building sits nice on that foundation. If you guys want to see the prep work we did, we had to hammer out a big shale knob here. The grade was up, well, you can see her up to here. The whole hill was here. We took this hill out and put this Alaskan slab in, and it come out really nice. All right, first we're gonna take this crusher run, bring it about to there. We're gonna scoop it up, put it in front of the doorway that's gonna be cut in to the right for his future sidewalk. Then our topsoil will meet to that, and that's where I'll be dumping the topsoil. So he's gonna have a doorway right here. Oh my lord, I didn't lock that. Did I get lucky? Oh my lord. That could have broke those lines again. Man. Just one of those things, you know? Got a lot going on Monday. This GoPro, the new lens I put on is fogging up, and you probably can see it's fogged up now, so I don't know. I'm just frustrated. But it's locked now, and that's ridiculous. I would have had to buy all new lines again. Alright, I got the lens off it. Here's the new lens I bought, and I will put the link in the description of not to buy these. There's no seal on the back side like the original ones. Not working, and I'm sick of companies just, you know, taking advantage of. So on my channel, if I get bad reviews from products that I'm receiving, you guys will know about it so it doesn't happen to you, because now the lens is unprotected. Obviously we're real rough on cameras, and I drop them 50 times a day, so this camera's probably going to be no good by the end of the day, but I do want to get the footage for you guys. That's why I'm going to keep filming. So all I'm doing is getting the big rocks, bringing them around to a low spot and throwing them in there. Harley rake doesn't like big rocks, you know, just big, like these ones that are stuck in the ground. Just gonna rip them out. And obviously there's ones that are the tops of where we couldn't get out with the jackhammer. There's some of those in here we're gonna have to skim over. Just grabbing these ones and putting them in a low spot on this hill. Rocky. This was a big piece of bedrock right here. We're just trying to get it shaped so he can mow. Keep your eyes open. This is where I lost that laser that goes on my boom. It's right here to the right where I lost it, right in, I know it was somewhere right here. It's probably buried right there because I hit some tree branches and I think I knocked it off. Definitely in the ground right there somewhere. Alright, for those who remember, we got this pile of topsoil over here we gotta grab. This was like really wet and mucky when we left it in the fall. Bring it over and we're gonna place this organic soil where we put all the fill back down over that hill. Gotta cover some big rocks right here in the front. We'll cover that up and we'll hit it with the Harley. Alright, just gonna prep the soil real quick where I'm gonna be dropping the loads of topsoil and driving in. Just going through, let this, we don't want to stir up too many rocks because we know this ground, or I know this ground is nothing but all rock and shale. So we're just gonna go real easy, fluff it up. We'll have the drum rolling to me. It's spitting all the rocks forward. Then I can just pick them up, throw them in the woods. This is where the new topsoil is all going, where I'm Harley raking now. But we're prepping the surface like so, just giving it an even transition. That way it's a lot easier when you are going to install the topsoil. You won't be hitting, you know where your gauge is, let's just put it that way. And this way I'll still be putting the drum to me, and it actually pulls the material away and brings it to me. Real easy at an idle, just so we're not breaking nothing on this ground. And over to my left is where I just brought all that other soil. We're going to just take all the existing and match it all in and blend it. Let's give it a test run, see what we got. Live rocks, as we know.
This is all prepped up here. A lot of rocks come out, been putting them to the sides where the low spots are, and I'll track and pack this in before I put some skim it. I'm going to skim this part with topsoil. Most of the topsoil is going to be up in there, up where the building is, where we need it. 3 loads is the allowance for this project, so we will make it work.
Getting the topsoil now. They're running low. They got to start making it. We got a new guy in the loader. Hope he does all right. Load number 2.
All right, we got 3 loads. We got 2 off. The other one's still on the truck over there. We'll get these spread out before that third one's gonna drop there. good soil. Moisture content looks about right, even though we had rain last night. Once we spread it, Harley rake should take care of it. All right, lay it in nice and thick. Doesn't have to. Oh yeah, she's wet. I wonder why it was so expensive. That rain, you know, they get paid by weight, so that rain really helps those companies out. I probably paid, I don't know, $100 more each load, I bet, plus the inflation. Just gonna lay it in nice and fluff, or nice and loose. Fluff it in. You don't have to go too crazy with grading, because the Harley rake's gonna grade it perfectly fine for you. Leave it thick enough so it doesn't pick up the rocks though. That's why I like to track and pack and prep the surface the best you can. But yeah, this topsoil got some nice moisture in it, which is good, because when it's too dry, obviously it's cheaper, but it's really dusty and not as nice to grade out. And then when you go over it, there's a rock, like I said, that's a big rock, so we're just gonna give him lawn so he can mow, and then he is going to do something there. But when it's this wet, it stinks if you drive over it and then try to rake it out by hand, which obviously this is all hand work in this area, because of you're not going to get the Harley rake in there. Alright, just back dragging it. It is quite wet, so I'm trying to make a little less hand work for myself. Putting in about 6 inches back here, so it's going to work out nice. I'll still crack this off with the Harley rake, but along the house you can't get too tight, so let's give you a little bit of hand raking. About a third of this pile left. It's working out perfect. Get the bottom here, blend it right into the wood line. Get out, dress this up against the building, and then spread the other load. Got a little bit of glare on the screen. Should clean my windshield for you guys. Just finishing off the pile there. One more back drag on that. And get in the Harley rake. Maybe 2 more back drags. Yeah, we got a little hump there. Alright, that pile's all raked out by the house, or the garage, by hand, by most part. Hit it with the Harley rake after I spread this one because it's still wet. I wanted to dry. This, we're just gonna skim, though not as thick, and because this stuff is actually fertile as its own, but just gonna add some topsoil to it, just so we have enough over by the garage. We still got one more load on the truck, but we want to make sure we got enough. Stuff definitely packs, man, when it's this wet, which isn't ideal, because you got to really work it with the Harley rake, and then you can till into the lower subsoils. I got some more stickers in the mail. I haven't put them on yet. Appreciate everybody sending me their stuff, and people sending shirts and stuff. I've been wearing them at night. I'll tell you, some people got some cozy shirts. I'm gonna have to switch my name brands. All right, my favorite time, Harley rake time. Nice and easy. I go at an idle when I do finished work, and I just, you know, go easy.
set your front tires and then you adjust as you go. It's no race at all. And you listen. You listen for the tink, tink, tink. When you hear them rocks, you lift up a little bit. Go nice and easy. I go in reverse. First I go in frontwards, then I go in reverse. And see how the tracks aren't touching. So then I wasn't deep enough with the barrel. There wasn't enough material there. So then I'll take another pass. Go on through, right on my edge. Right here, I know there was a hump and there's some rocks here that I'm gonna cover. Right there, I know that. That's gonna be handwork because it's such a crown. And there was just remember where your feet, you see that? That's a ledge, you know, the bedrock that's sticking up out. We're just gonna cover it with 2-3 inches by hand. But we'll get this, and then you just hand rake your tire marks out. Another piece of ledge up through here too. Just going nice and easy on it. You hit those ledges wide open, those rocks sticking up, you're gonna break some teeth on your drum. But this is what I'm saying, if your barrel doesn't hit and the soil is wet as it is right now, it's hard to get those marks out because you gotta really rake your butt off. They're compacted in there. But we'll work it back and forth. We'll let it dry up a little bit. Nice and easy, just let her fluff. And you got different transitions, it's tough. It's not flat back here, but that's for sure. And we'll get to a flat spot in a minute. All right, let's take a peek at the first load dropped off. That was this. Second load goes all down in there and I tapered it into here. Third will be there and we'll be able to put a little more into that area. Everything is pitching out to the corner. This is a nice roller transition. We built it up here on the foundation so he could get in where that pallet is. I'll build that up a little more. Water will go out around this big rock and it'll still be able to go up and through here with a mower. I looked over and you guys are gone. You fell off the propane tank. All right, there's our third load. That should be plenty of us to get in here. It's gonna be a little thicker along here on the edge, so should work out nice and nice. All righty, nice and easy. Okie dokie pokey. On the last stretch of this lawn, this is the third load that I'm spreading out. The other two are spread and raked. Like you already did on the other side of the garage, two are connected so you can get through with his mower. Everything's different transitions, different elevations, lean to the left, lean to the right. Rocks humped up, so this Harley rake obviously did a good job, but it's you know, it's not like a flat ball field where you can just go to town and not have to worry about keep adjusting and everything. So it's not the typical way to use it, but it works. Definitely wasn't going to do it all by hand though, that's for sure. I mean, you can slick it off with the bucket, call it a day, and it'd grow grass too, but this is a repeat customer, so you take care of them. Alright, one more pass, then we'll be doing some hand raking. You get tight to the crusher run that I just straightened out. One more pass here, pack that little knob in. That's looking good. The rest can be hand tuned. All right, look at that. Look at them transitions, huh? All raked out all the way around and down. Everything disturbed is nice, ready for seed. He might hydro seed it, I'm not sure, but everything looks good, came out good. Big difference from this morning. Everything's flowing out the back, everything's flowing this way. A lot of different transitions here. That's why I was saying with the Harley rake, it's, you know, you got rocks sticking up, but all these crowns and rollers and all different angles, and that isn't a power angle, which I could hook that up to my tilt attach and get that all going too, which would be kind of slick. Let's check out on the left side of the garage. Got this all done, and he was worried about not getting through here with a mower, but we made that work. We just raised it up so now your water comes out this way and goes out that way. Fix that hill up a little bit. Nice and nice. We'll catch you guys on the next one.